Hey.
What?
I don't think we should do this.
It's too late. Stay.
No, I'm still in my house. I can still stay here.
Get out here. Ricky, stay. Logan, seriously, before he tries to run out of here.
Why are you yelling? Are you getting nervous I'm going to get cold feet and stay here?
No.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are These days are
Pause, because if you watch any more of this before I explain, it's not going to really make any sense. Okay, so I'm going to try to start at the beginning and make it really fast. So 7-ish months ago, right after Heather and I bought our house, we went to a dealership to look at side-by-sides, UTVs, whatever you call them. When I was test driving one, the people from the dealership left it in 4-wheel drive. When I was out on the track and turned it, the wheels locked, it ejected, I got thrown out, and had what's called a Liz Frank fracture in my right foot, right here. I was hurt pretty bad. It's been 7 months. There's screws in my foot, and I'm not going to go into the whole injury. It's insane. My foot's probably never going to be the same thing again. It still hurts to walk. Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell her parents. I didn't tell my parents. I had already asked her dad a long time ago. I said, look, I'm going to ask her at some point, do you care? And he said, no, please don't do this. You're making a mistake. Run while you can. And I didn't listen. He needs backup, you know? Hey, the poor guy. Like, I'm here to help. Gary, I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you. I'm looking out for you. Anyway, fast forward. So I take Heather to a jewelry store, just kind of acting like I'm like just pretending we're browsing. And she picks out an engagement ring and a wedding band. It's like a set. And I was like, well, is that what you want for Christmas? And she's like, well, what would you buy me this for? And she said, first off, don't buy this. It's really expensive. And I was like, let's get this. And I got it for her. And she's like, well, what are you getting me this for? Are we getting married? And I was like, ooh, no, are you nuts? Bought it. Let her be mad for the entire car ride home. I mean, 40 minutes of silence. She didn't talk to me the whole way home. She was so mad that I bought her an engagement ring with a wedding band, but didn't propose. Best money I've ever spent in my life. Anyway, fast forward. Heather and I have been engaged in secret for the last 6 months. Heather and I's idea was that we were going to, you have to get married in the United States, and then you can have elopement ceremony, whatever you want to call that, in Europe. Our plan was to let my foot go back to normal, which the surgeon projected to be around 6 months, which has not held true. I think the injury was just so serious. We were going to go to Paris. We were going to get married in the United States, not tell anyone, go to Paris, have the elopement ceremony there, you know, just as like a honeymoon wedding thing all in one of those. So we've come to the realization recently in the last month that was not going to happen. If you've ever been to Paris, I have, Heather has not. You walk a ton, anywhere, everywhere. Places that I've been in France, basically all you do is walk, and it's a lot. And there's so much to see, you want to walk and see those things. So basically, once we found out, or came to the conclusion that the Paris thing was not a good idea because of my foot being just this dead, lifeless thing at the end of my leg, and that the Vegas thing just wouldn't work because of schedules. And Heather is frantic right now about her taking her nurse practitioner boards, which I completely understand. Not because I'm going to ever be a nurse practitioner, I'm not that smart, but because this is the biggest thing that's ever happened in her career. And I know how I felt with starting the business and situations that have happened to me, big moments, and you don't sleep. So I don't want to make her any more stressed than she already is. So we decided to just go ahead and do this, so it's done, and her name and all the legal paperwork, stupid stuff, can be changed before all of her nurse practitioner stuff starts in motion. And so we're skipping the trips, we're skipping honeymoon, all that kind of normal stuff, and we are going to, we've already promised each other that we have 3 secret places. 2 of them are probably the number one things on my bucket list. And I found out after about a year of dating Heather that one of mine and one of hers must go places lined up with each other. So that's probably where we'll go. I'm not going to say where because I want it to be a surprise if we ever do go there. It's a really crazy place, and hopefully we would like to go this year in the fall, but that's going to be a stretch. So, but within the next year, we're going to go. So I guess you're caught up. So keep watching. All right, so let me break it down for you. I was in DC for 2 days. Both nights I was there, I went to bed past 4 a.m. and the one day I was up at 8. I was actually up at 7:50. The other day I was up at like 8:45, and that's why I have these huge bags under my eyes. Is because last night I was up until like 6 o'clock in the morning trying to catch up on real estate work from here that I didn't do while I was in DC. And then I only slept for like 2 hours. The dog woke me up. I was up for like 2 hours and then fell back asleep, and then Heather came home. It is now 1:30 and we're about to have the most glorious wedding that you have ever seen. So we're getting married for $40. How much did you spend on your wedding? More than $40. Guess how much our wedding film was? Heather, how much was our wedding video?
Free!
Because I'm filming him myself with a selfie stick. Not even really a selfie stick, it's this bendy thing.
Got free parking and everything.
Yeah. Look at that.
Camera in here?
What?
Are you allowed to have a camera in the car now?
We're gonna find out.
No weapons.
You feeling pumped about this?
Can you not get us in trouble, preferably?
How am I gonna get us in trouble?
Because you have a camera.
What's it gonna be? Nothing, you sure? How many people, hey, how many people you think have to go through a metal detector when they get married?
Probably not very many.
$40. That's what $40 gets you. Right there. $40 gets you Heather and a metal detector. Does this have to go through the metal detector?
No.
I'm not supposed to have a camera on in here. It's on, but the screens are shut, so they think it's off. Wait, it's how much for the ceremony?
25.
Who do you want me to make this out to?
Clerk of court.
25. Heather, we can't afford this. Hey, it's a pretty venue. I mean, there's this nice orange tile, this nice orange skylight. This is nice. I don't know who picked this venue, but it's pretty. Yeah.
What? Stop.
How do you feel?
So different.
Her last name's different now.
Well, I haven't went to Social Security, so stop.
Tell me you love me.
I love you so much. Ow, maybe.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're married now. When do I get my Rolex?
never.
Happy wedding.
Thanks.
Put that back. 4 years ago, Logan met Heather. We met through a mutual friend, and we actually went on a blind date over the summer. A blind date actually turned into a marriage. That does still happen.
I said, tell me, out of 10 blind dates, how many are winners? You said 1. Survey said.
I'm gonna fast forward through most of that. College, school, most people know my story. I had a full-time job, lost that job. That's where Mark's Media started, right? Let me try to explain it like this. I'm here, Heather's here. We're both our own people. I do what makes me Logan. She does what makes Heather, Heather. And here's where we meet. Heather's here, Logan's here, the relationship is here. Do Heather and Logan overlap their lives? No, but our relationship does. I travel a lot, I'm not home all the time. Heather and I don't see each other every day, and neither one of us has forced the other one to change or be different from what makes them happy. And that's why things work. There's a lot of ways that I could approach explaining where Heather and I are at in life. And the way I explain it, some of it could come off as me complaining and sounding like I'm asking for sympathy. And the other half could come off as me sounding like I'm bragging, saying, hey, Heather and I are like the coolest SOBs you've ever met. And I don't mean for it to come off either way. Heather and I are both 25. We'll both be 26 latter part of the year. And where we're at in life before we turn 26, I'm pretty happy with. Heather will be a nurse practitioner, and I will be a year and a half into my main business. Running it, it's been successful, and I couldn't be happier. But when you do those things and make those commitments to starting your own business or getting a master's degree, the social life part of your life, the social life side of your life, takes a pretty big hit. And that's a big part of where the no wedding thing stemmed from for both of us. Our entire lives so far together, when it comes to going out and drinking or going out with friends or parties or bars or school and business, we have chose school and business every single time. And that's not a bad thing. That's not something that I'm upset about, and it's not me complaining. It's just me showing you that Heather and I don't have a ton of friends, and we're not in the same place in life that most 25-year-olds are. Okay, so people are starting to show up for Heather's graduation party tonight. You don't know when your own birthday is.
I only know the date.
What's the date?
25th.
Of what month?
25.
The 25th of what month?
And I don't know.
How do you not know when your birthday is?
Because I can't read.
Okay, Heather didn't tell me that I needed to dress up, so I had to get in the shower. And my mom's here. Look how short she is. Dad, you getting hammered?
I already am.
See? Slightly or like completely?
Is this going to be on Facebook?
This is on the interwebs.
Yeah, then no, I haven't had anything to drink yet tonight.
Oh, they're just getting drinks.
I hope no one's camera shy. Logan. No. Logan, Dad already drank.
Talk about a bunch of ugly sons of bitches. Jesus.
Which pointed at you.
Well, I mean,
Not me.
look at that.
Don't put that on there because you'll put it on Facebook and I don't want to.
I mean, if you wanted to see the only two good-looking guys in here, there you go.
These days are
Hey, you know how they say there's no such thing as a stupid question?
Yeah.
I would like to formally retract that statement.
Yeah,
You know why?
Why?
Because you ask stupid questions.
right.